Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the show. It's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. Welcome to Friday, June the 8th, 2018. It's Friday. Yay, the weekend is coming. Not that I get the weekend off. I only get one day, but it doesn't matter. It's Friday. I love Friday. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a good one. I hope you're going to have some nice fun plans for the weekend. And welcome back to the show. I'm your host. Creston, British Columbia is my location. 75 degrees today for our high temperature. Mainly sunny today, although a few white clouds are starting to move in ever so little. All in all, not a bad day. A little windy now, so maybe we have systems coming through. I know we're getting some rain on the weekend, so maybe we're going to deteriorate from here on. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's just the way it is. Hope you're all having a good day. A couple things in the news today, or at least one thing I'm going to talk about, and then I got another topic here about differences between cruise ships and resorts. We'll have some fun comparing notes there. The channel. We added 10 subscribers again yesterday. We're now at 2151. Fantastic. It was only a couple weeks ago we broke 2,000. Now we're coming up to 2150, going to 2,200 here. Absolutely wonderful. Welcome all who are joining the channel. It's nice to have you here. I'm glad you're deciding to subscribe to the channel. Those of you who are watching live or watching this on a rerun, to subscribe to my channel. Love to have you. There's a button here. There's a button there. Just click on them. If you click this button over here, there will be a bell icon that will appear. If you click that as well, you'll get notified every time I do a new video, and every time I'm planning to go live, a video of an email will come out to your email account or to your cell phone or whatever, letting you know Bruce is going live. So please do subscribe. Love to build that number. The thumbs ups are going great. We had a little fun earlier this week. I think it was on Tuesday. I think we had a battle with the trolls. I think it was for 2 days, maybe Monday and Tuesday or something like that. Anyway, we had a little fisticuffs with some trolls, and we blocked them out of the channel as much as possible. Hopefully they're gone. But on the second day, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, they decided to hit me with thumbs downs. And in the first 10 minutes, I had 7 thumbs ups and 30 thumbs downs in 10 minutes. I guess they didn't like the shirt I was wearing that day. I don't know. But anyway, we took care of the trolls because their language is terribly inappropriate. So we blocked them from the channel. Myself and all the viewers who were on at the time, we attacked those guys. And they topped out at 32 negatives. That's as far as they could go. And about 30 minutes into the show, I had 32 positives and 32 negatives. And by the end of the show, we were something like 40 positives and 32 negatives. And I just looked at that video last night, and I think we're at almost 60 positives and 32 negatives. The trolls have run out of gas. So thank you, everybody, for helping out there and battling the trolls, keeping them at bay. Whack-a-troll. That's what Seakeeper calls it. We're playing whack-a-troll. I love that. So that's all good there. 10 more subscribers. The channel is growing there. News on the channel. I mentioned it yesterday. I'll mention it again today. It's official. I am going to be on La Lido Loca, the channel La Lido Loca, on Monday on Cruise Wars. They have an episode every once in a while where they pit couple of people with one person has one point of view, one person has another, and you have to put in your 2 minutes and go at it. And I'm ready to roll Monday night on La Lido Loca. That should be a lot of fun. And then next week, Wednesday night show, 5 o'clock Eastern, my show, La Lido Loca will be my guests on this channel, and we'll be conducting. I'll be interviewing them and talking to them, and you guys are welcome to fire questions at them all you want, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Nice little collaboration between my channel and their channel, and I've got others in the works. So I'm looking to bring additional guests here to talk travel and talk YouTube and whatever, and I think it'll be a pretty good time. What else is going on? I've created a Facebook group site or group page called Traveling with Bruce. You're welcome to come by Facebook and check it out. I'd love to have you become a member if you're a follower of this channel. Join the group and take the opportunity to post photos of your favorite holidays, your favorite places to visit, cruise ships you've been on, or ships that have meaning, say in your family, if parents of yours or grandparents of yours were on an old ocean steamer or an ocean liner, and you've got a photo of that. Messages and coming up all the time. So fantastic place to share. If you're addicted to cruising, that Facebook page is for you. Traveling with Bruce. Just hit the search bar on when you're in the Facebook homepage. Just go to the search bar on the top, type in "Traveling with Bruce," and it'll fantastic. With the photos to the link, it looks a little chum on my one channel. I was talking to my folks today, provider, and they assured me that we should be in pretty. Hoping that's the case, but I'm looking frozen over. Kind of alive on my moment. Blurry Blaine is saying now, frozen up now. Someone is saying this is disappointing. Have been having issues the last week or so, and today for over an hour with a tech to go over it all. And the issue I have web speed all day today without error, and now here we are. Hopefully this is not going to be what I have to deal with here. We're going to find out here in a moment. Just bear with you. So don't we go, and we'll see if this is. We should be in pretty good shape. But right now, like Friday's one of us is saying here, I can't even get a server. This is frustrating. Oh my goodness, something else. Pardon me, folks, while I try to figure out what is up here and see if we have any luck on this test over here. And boy, oh boy, I don't like what I see here. I'm not getting an instant result at all. 50 Shades of Blur sound, laugh out loud. So far, not good. Oh, it's slow. It's really bad. Oh man, that is frustrating. Right at showtime too. It's been perfect all day, and now at showtime, it's awful. And I'm still frozen. Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to figure out what I should do. Gosh darn it, I don't know how to really address this this issue. Should I come on? I don't think it'll help if I come back on the air. It'll just be this bad. I've got to get the. Oh my goodness. I can't even get an upload reading. Oh man, this is so frustrating. Sorry, folks, about this. What is my internet speed? Good question. The speed I have is capable. I can watch a 1080p video on YouTube and on Facebook simultaneously without breakage. When it works normally, it's very good. But right now, obviously, we're not doing too well. It looks better on a 40-inch than on a tablet. Interesting. My cell phone has me going okay, but a bit blurry because I've just downgraded the bandwidth to try to get the picture to work a bit better. Let me try another downgrade on bandwidth and see if it makes any difference here. I don't know. Let's see what happens on this one. On my computer, I am frozen solid. I'm not moving. I'm hoping you folks can hear me. Seakeeper, hi, Bruce and all. Brainstorm here and Peterson speak. The replay should still be okay. Hopefully it'll come back on the live chat. Well, we'll see here. So far, no computer movement on my end. Let's see here. Oh, here it goes. I've got so-so picture quality on my computer. I've got that going again. Let's see if I can upgrade my bandwidth one notch and see if this makes a bit of an improvement on the picture as a whole. Let's take a look at the computer here. And I'm still, Kind of blurry. Let's see here. That helped the audio. Bruce, are you wired or wireless? I'm wireless. I am wireless, and the server is right here. It's right behind this. It's a matter of fact. This is the server right here. Right, it's 2 feet away. That shouldn't be an issue. But my goodness, it's frustrating. Let's see if I can improve the bandwidth one more time and see if we get a better picture here. I'll try this now. And let me know how this picture comes in here in a few seconds. It's going to upgrade here in a minute. And let's see what we have with Bruce. Are you wired or wireless? Hold on. Oh my goodness. I'm frozen. I'm freezing up on the computer, I think. I may have gone one step too far on the bandwidth scale. Unbelievable. Okay, I'll bring it back one notch and see what I can do there. And then I will go up here one more time and try this and see what we have. If anything, my, oh my, finding optimal server. Yes, please do find an optimal server. If you can connect CAT cable, it'll greatly improve your speed. Audio is good. Did you reboot the PC regular? Good to reboot every few days. It isn't the PC problem, by the way. We checked into that, and it's not a PC issue. It is the internet provider issue. That's where we're having problems, and it is really slow. We are not doing much here on the download speed at all, and that is my my problem. Just waiting here for now. I'll see an upload test. See if this comes through. How this is looking. Unbelievable. Oh, there's the upload. Oh, it's awful. Oh my God. It's awful. It's almost like it's not even on. It's just terrible. That is not good. Sorry, folks, about this. This is not what I had in mind. As you can imagine, it's the last thing I need. Yeah, not good at all. Oh my gosh, that damn spider. There we go. Hired wire is always better than wireless. Maybe that dang spider has set up housekeeping in your server. Maybe the family of them in there. I don't know. Oh man, oh man. I'm gonna try another downgrade again. It's just so frustrating to have to do this. These adjustments, and we'll see what this looks like or sounds like to you guys. Here it comes through now. I don't. Looks like I'm moving. My picture seems to be all right. I'm getting in. My messages are coming through on the computer again on the typing. They've caught up to my phone with regard to your texts, and now there we are. There's the latest version of it. It's just going to be a terrible picture. This is not good. Boy, this makes me mad. Oh man, this makes me so frustrated. My goodness, this is not right. And there's nothing I can do there on the fly here. Oh my goodness. And okay, 86 feels like there's okay. Well, I'm going to try to keep going forward, folks, and do the best I can with what I have here. Bear with me on this. The hope I have is that as the show goes on, perhaps the signal will get somewhat better. I don't know. It's just out of my hands at this point, and it's just the way it's going. Unbelievable. Anyway, thank you for all of you for joining me as usual. Thank you very much. The regular gang is here. And thanks again for your support on PayPal and also on Amazon, the affiliate. A couple more people have notified me, letting me know they found the link and they're going to use it. So thank you for that. Just to say hi to everybody, Peter Heckema signed in first as usual and telling me it's 78 degrees. Thomas Henry is here. He's asking if I was watching Lost in Space. I generally don't watch that stuff. Peter, hi Thomas, how you doing? Auntie Jane is here from New Zealand. Hi there, Auntie Jane. She's in here live, telling me it's 5 degree low Celsius and 14 for the high for her temperature there. It's good to be with you all, and nice to have you here. And then they proceeded to have a chat between themselves for about 4 or 5 minutes after Jim Thomas signed in, telling me his knee is a lot better. And everyone was starting to talk to each other while waiting for me to come on the air. talking about solar panels on homes and how you can save money with respect to your electric bill. Good idea. If you save some money on the electric bill, you got money for cruising. So I agree with that. And Jordan, hey, Bruce and all, 23 in Brisbane. The cold days are ahead. She has an espresso in hand. And Jordan is here saying hi to Auntie Jane. Wes Morrison is here, 95 in New Braunfels. He's telling me. Blaine Rayleigh is in South Carolina. He's here. Let's see. Peter Heckman, only a minute to go. Then I came on the air. Tom Henry is trying to do something with his pick. Having fun there. Steve Bartley's here, 96 in Greeley. But 50s in the morning. And Tom Henry's telling me he's wearing a Navy TWB Traveling with Bruce shirt with the Dolphin today. I got the Navy on with the life buoy. Fantastic, you guys. A couple of items are ordered this morning on Redbubble, which is great. In Canada, I think in St. Thomas, if I recall. We'll find out a little bit later, perhaps. Let's see here. Tracy's here. Hi, Bruce and all. Another hot one in Naples, Florida, 90 Fahrenheit. No breeze, blue sky, and pure sunshine. That's hot. And Jordan saying, hello, everybody. Charles Jordan, hi, everyone. 87 clouds and sunny in Iva, South Carolina. John B., hi, Bruce, today. Potsdam, New York, about 75 and sunny. Hi, John B. Charles, Tom, everyone's here. Tom's telling me it's 87 in Richmond. Maurice is here. Hi, Bruce, 83 in New Jersey. And 1 week from tomorrow, I will be on the MSC side. Do you have any tips for me? Enjoy yourself, of course. Explore that ship and let us know what it's really like. You're one of our regulars. You can tell us. You'll be honest with us. You won't be giving me the cruise line storyline. You're going to tell us what's really going on and how is it like on that ship. Dying to know. Can you smell any poop smell on there anywhere? On those, maybe on the lower decks in the interior hallways. Take a little stroll there if you dare. Let us know. How's the food going to be? How's your service going to be? All that stuff. Love to hear it. That would be tremendous. Blaine saying froze up now. Blaine Blair. Oh, this is the early messages when I started having problem. Peter Heckema saying it's not good today. Scott Weber's here, 75 and nice in Paulo's birthdays. Scott Weber, how are you? If you're new, welcome to the show. If you haven't been here in a while, welcome back. Tom Henry seems like it doesn't like Fridays at all. And Jordan, 50 Shades of Blur. Steve Bartley, Maurice, look up Jim Zim's video and report back on what may have changed since then, because Jim Zim did a video on the seaside and he was not happy. He had a lot of problems there, and I'm curious to know if they're still the same. D&G Explorers, hi, Bruce, 90 here in Madeira, California. We really love the Cruise Wars from La Lita Loca. I look forward to seeing you on it. That's right, Monday night, I'll be on there. Bruce, what is your internet speed? I don't know exactly. Tom Henry actually looks better on a 40. Seakeeper, extremely humid. He's saying, still sitting outside enjoying your channel. The joys of the live feed. Yes, sir. It's getting better as we speak. D&G, the replay should still be okay. We hope. Tom Henry, it's helping the audio. Let's see here. Just go through these messages. I've been reading them already. Tom Henry to reboot regularly. Let's see here. Seakeeper, hide wiring. Try hooking up to your cable. And let's just move on. 86 from Sylvia. 86 degrees in Greensboro. How are you? Seakeeper, you tried. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. The Mona Lisa, you ain't no Mona Lisa, buddy. Scott Weber, I'm new. That's great, Scott. Glad to have you here. Are you a frequent cruiser? Have you cruised before, or are you looking to go on your first cruise? Either way, you've come to the right channel. By all means, let us know if you're a frequent cruiser, or are you booked on a cruise coming up? Tell us what's your ship and where are you going. We'll all be curious about that. Scott Birdie, hi, Bruce and all. 25 degrees here in St. Thomas, Ontario. Yes, that was me. I purchased the notebook with the slogan, time for a cruise, and a travel mug with the view of the ocean. Fantastic, sir. I had a suspicion it was, I knew it was Ontario. I knew that. And I thought, oh, I bet you that might be St. Thomas, Ontario. Fantastic. Scott Batchley, hi, everybody. I made it today. Made it. It's warm today in Ventura. Welcome, Scott. And Scott Batchley, and Scott Brody, and Scott Weber. I got the three Scots here. This is awesome stuff. I could be playing poker today. I could be winning with three Scots easy. This is fantastic. Good to have you guys here. Appreciate it. And sorry about the internet speed today. What can I tell you? It's they're out to get us, and I'm just really bummed about the fact that it's doing this nonsense right at the time of my show, when in reality, all day today, I have had exceptionally good speed on my computer. And wouldn't you know it, when I go live, it's just terrible. It looks a tad better right now on the latest speed test, but not by much. And so we'll see if there's any improvement coming through. If it improves, I'll try to increase the bandwidth and see if we can clear the picture up a bit more. Anyway, Scott Weber's telling me I've been on 3 cruises and at the All America Zandam to Alaska. Fantastic, sir. Excellent cruise, 5 stars. Good food, and absolutely. They don't have restaurants. They got the main dining room. They got a few others. And the main dining room is 5-star dining. Service, great ship, and they run it right. That should be a great time for you. News today that I came across that I wanted to bring up today was the fact that the folks at Carnival, they have picked up a railroad. The Carnival Corporation, using their subsidiary company called Holland America Princess Alaska Tours, they picked up a company called the White Star Pass and Yukon Route Railway, a company called TWC Enterprises, 290 million American dollars. They bought the entire railroad. It's 110 kilometers or around 60 miles of track from Skagway in Alaska over to Carcross in the Yukon. This is the railway that is really popular with Alaska cruisers, where you get on the train. I think you can get on the train right by the ship at the pier, and it'll take you right up to Carcross, excuse me. And then at the end of the day, a little later on, you train it back, and you come back to your ship and get back on your ship and continue on your journey. 5,000 to 6,000 passengers a day ride that train. I'm not sure how many engines we're talking about, how many cars, how many sets of trains. I don't know this information. But what I also do know is that the purchase price happens to include the pier, the dock area that can hold 3 cruise ships simultaneously. And by doing this move, Carnival has in effect locked up Skagway practically for themselves with the Carnival line, the Princess line, and Holland America plus Seabourn. Those 4 lines, I'm sure, already frequent this area. But now with the 3 3 ships to dock per day locked up by Carnival, they've kind of shut out Norwegian, and they've shut out Royal Caribbean from Skagway. For those guys to be able to get into the port, they may not have pier space. They may have to tender, and that's just not as good. Now the railroad, the railway is in effect available for Carnival customers, Holland America clients, Princess Cruise clients on a priority basis, and it's all in-house. So when you're on the train, you're still on Holland America, Princess, and Carnival property, and you're being looked after by, in effect, a division of Carnival for the day to head up to Carcross in the Yukon. Pretty interesting purchase, $290 million. This tells this guy, wow, if Royal Caribbean is spending $200 million to refurbish Coco Cay, and that's a big deal, $290 million to buy a functioning railroad, that is a serious purchase of cash. That is a serious amount of cash. They being Carnival, are going to be very seriously involved going forward with this area. Obviously, they're going to want to secure the access for themselves to that rail line and have access to the slots on the cars to make sure that their pass will get the train ride. There won't be any price bumps by the outside entity that runs the railroad. It'll be themselves running it. They won't be pushed around by the outside, by the outside operator anymore. A very interesting development here, and it kind of tells me that they're tying up that rail line for themselves and their problem. So it's kind of wonder what's going on. Anyway, let's see here. Moment, I'm not looking good on the up download speeds. I've just run another test here while I'm on the air. It is absolutely terrible. Just in an absolute mess here. I'm pretty frustrated with how this is going. I hope you can hear me. I hope you're able to see me in any way. But we'll have to see what's going on. I'm kind of curious about Carnival, whether they will upgrade the docks. Will they add to the piers? Will they upgrade them at all? I don't know. I've not been to Skagway myself, so I can't tell you. But it'll be interesting to see what the future holds. For Skagway itself, they've got to be thrilled. The folks in Skagway and the folks in Carcross, they got to be thrilled because this railway doesn't go anywhere else. It only goes between these two spots. The railway was built started in 1898, completed in 1900 for the Yukon Gold Rush, and it was a marvel of engineering when it was created. It goes from sea level in Skagway up to 3,000 feet within 20 miles of leaving town. It's at 3,000 feet elevation, so there's some mountain and canyon views from the train cars, obviously both directions. So obviously this is an incredibly popular site and rail line to ride. And Carnival, by buying it, is telling its clients this rail line will be operating for the foreseeable future, because with $290 million on the counter, Carnival is going to keep that line running at all costs. And it will be interesting to see if they do any upgrades to the trains themselves, any modifications to the engines to the rail cars. We'll have to see what what comes of it. But that's a major acquisition. $290 million bucks. Not enough to buy a cruise ship, but boy, that is serious money for a cruise line to buy an onshore rail line to guarantee future service for its clients on all of their lines. Now, I don't know in the future, will there ever be a Costa cruise line there, cruise ship? Will ever there be a P&O cruise ship come through there? Would Cunard ever come through there? They own them all. So they own 10 lines. We'll have to see what happens. But that was an interesting announcement. I caught that this morning, and we may hear more fallout about it as time goes by, and we'll see what else is going on. Very interesting stuff. Let's see here. Just trying to catch up with my messages here. We have a posse of Scots. Tom Henry is saying, Scott Weber, I've been on 3 cruises going on the Zandam. Tom Henry, YouTube has a speed regulator on you. Laugh out loud. Peter Heckema, I've been on the Alaska Rail. The sea rate. Peter Heckema saying the seaway, the scenery is beautiful out of Skagway. Oh man, I can't speak today. Is that the train that had the bridge damage? Tom Henry is asking. I don't know if it did. Tom, I'm not sure. Will they share with NCL? I don't know. Tom, I can't answer that one either. Too soon. D&G, I wonder if this is their response from the recent stock market report you mentioned. It's nice to know they're still investing in themselves. Well, this is something, if you buy the rail line and you can run it efficiently, they can make the money that the company was making running the line that they just bought it from, this firm called TWC. So for Carnival, they may find that their passengers have been spending, I don't know what the fare was. If one of you knows, Peter, can you tell me how much you spent on the train, Peter Heckema, when you were on it? Do you remember what it cost you to ride the train up and back? Whatever that fare is today, Carnival can either A, keep it where it is, lower it, or raise it and make it part of their package price as an all-inclusive deal. The question now is, what will they do with the passengers when they get to the end of the line? Will Carnival have any kind of ownership of what's going on there to maximize profits on this entire acquisition? For the passengers, like I said, it's one-stop shopping. You don't have to worry about buying tickets for the train from anybody else. It's all through Carnival, probably all in advance before you even get on the ship. You'll get this package deal already, and it'll all be built in. And I would imagine for Carnival, their profit will go up on this arrangement because they've got to get their $290 million back and more. and they will. But they're probably looking at a 10 or a 20-year investment here, and they'll probably look at bringing $15 million a year home to the coffers, plus a profit margin on the cost of the capital to put this deal together. These cruise lines, if they run into booking issues, you know, you're going to need to have something to offer the traveler over your competition. And if Carnival with Princess and Holland America and Seabourn has this rail line tied up, and other cruise lines can't get their passengers on the rail line because you can't even get into the port of Skagway. Norwegian has tied up the port. This will be interesting to see. On the other hand, Norwegian might be allowed to use the railroad, but it might be $10 a passenger more for the fare than a Carnival passenger, which gives Carnival a larger profit margin to get back that cash that they're spending. And of course, the cost to bring the ship to the dock now will go to Carnival. They own the dock. So this will be an interesting development going forward. What happens with other ports in other areas of the globe? Will there be other Alaska ports available, or are there ports that will be acquired in the Caribbean? Exclusive rights to certain cruise lines for certain ports because they're paying a premium price and everyone else has to pay double. I don't know how this is going to play out, but this was a very interesting development. We'll have to watch this one. There you go. What will this mean for Celebrity? Scott Brody, I'm going to say that if Celebrity is booked into that port, they've already got reservations. That ship will still be allowed in there. If they've tied up seats on the train, that'll be guaranteed. But it might be next year that things will be different. Maybe next season, Celebrity will have to deal with Carnival's people for rights to get to the dock and to get on the train, and so. And this is where things could change. I know that the company, that the TWC firm, the TWC Enterprises, they would have had contracts in place maybe for this season and partially next season already. Those would still be honored by the new owner. That would be part of the deal to buy the rail line. And so if you're booked to go, not to worry. Nina Frank, hi, Bruce and all. Greetings from Sweden. It's cooling down nice after 2 weeks with 35 Celsius. It's 15 now at 11. That will make a nice evening tonight. And Jordan saying, hi, Randy Lucas, greeting Bruce and all. Another beautiful sunny day here in Paradise, California. Today's high is 86 here on the Ridge Railroad. Now, that's some good news. Everyone's saying hi to everybody here. Scott Brody just read the news report. The deal closes July 31, so it's coming. Peter Heckema, Bruce, we bought the tour on board Norwegian cruise ship. I think we paid about $70 a person. Okay, there we go. And I suspect that it's a package deal that will be offered going forward. If Carnival is in need of 3/4 of the train, but 1/4 of the train is available, then they'll offer spots on the train to others. Of course, why go with empty cars? But it will be interesting to see what happens with the docking rights. This should be most interesting. Lagging a lot tonight, Bruce. Nina saying, Heather Young, hi everyone. 90 in Kentucky. Hi Heather. Scott Weber, good news for Holland America and Princess. They're probably the two biggest in the Alaska market. I wonder what Norwegian impact the Bliss, which is slated for Alaska's market, will have. Yes, with 5,000 passengers a week out of Seattle, I think the effect is already evident. We've been noticing very low prices for cruises out of Vancouver on some of the Princess cruise ships. We'll have to see how this goes through the rest of the summer. Paul Wiggles, hi Bruce and all. It's 84 and very humid here in Virginia. Auntie Jane is saying hi as well. I'm just doing another quick peek on my speed test, improvement whatsoever. But I can tell you folks, what I find with my internet connection is once this starts interfering, it stays bad and doesn't get better by itself. I usually have to contact the provider, get them to fire it up or do a and try to repair it or try to resuscitate it and get it running. But these slowdowns are becoming more frequent now, and I'm getting a little upset. Scott Brody, it cost us $110 US each for that railroad excursion, 110 each. So it'll be interesting to see if the prices go up for that railroad excursion because it's exclusive to Carnival. To find out as time goes on what the deal is on this. I don't know how that'll play out. All right. Well, that's interesting news for sure. Always something going on in the cruise world. And today, Carnival. That was an announcement that was not easy to find. I dug that thing out this morning. I found that announcement, and there was a day in already, I believe, this year. They've already had 11,000 people on the train for one day, but I'm kind of wondering if that is, 5,000-6,000 going one way and 5,000 or 6,000 going the other, and that's how they came with the number. Whereas the article I read is they're talking 5,000 to 6,000 people per day on average, and I'm thinking, well, that means maybe 5,000 to 6,000 leaving Skagway, and then eventually they're coming back later in the day to Skagway to get back on their ships. But nonetheless, a popular line, and it was obviously in Carnival's interest to buy it, acquire it, get the port piers, the docks as well as part of the package, and perhaps the seller wanted out. Maybe they wanted out of the market, and they put the word out to the cruise lines that, hey, we're not interested in running this thing anymore. Maybe they can't make a go of it, or they had other areas they wanted to invest their capital in, and they wanted to liquidate this one. Carnival was able to make the deal, 290 million American. That is a big purchase price for a 60-mile long railroad. And it has one function, really. Well, its main function is tourists, but I'm sure it moves a lot of locals and goods from the seashore inland to Yukon to Carcross. So Carnival will run that year-round, even though their cruise ships are seasonal. So this will be interesting to watch and follow. We'll see what's going on. Heather Young is saying hi. Auntie Jane, we know what you look like. Bruce, laugh out loud. Sound is good for me, but you're fuzzy around the edges. Internet connection today, folks. I'm sorry. It is terrible, and it is so frustrating. I can't get a speed test to give me any kind of hope of an improved signal. It's very bad here, and unfortunately, I'm not in a position to get it to this the way it's looking right now. Okay. The other point the other thing I wanted to bring up today was the differences between cruise ships and land-based resorts, other than the money, other than the cost. And I thought of a couple things that I wrote down, and I'm curious to see what you folks are thinking. Nina Frank saying, I had no connection at all yesterday, couldn't compete in the trivia. I was so upset when Sweden actually was an answer on the greenest countries. Well, proud of that, though. And Jordan is fine, 50 Shades of Blue, laughing out loud. Differences between a cruise ship and a land-based resort. The first one that I came up with, and I have to admit, I read this in an article today, the toilets on cruise ships sound like toilets on jet airliners. Swoosh. There's pressure there. The toilets on cruise ships are pretty powerful, and they're designed to suck away whatever has to be eliminated. Where on land resorts, you're dealing with the local plumbing, and sometimes toilets back up in rooms. They do back up on cruise ships. It's happened, but they don't sound the same. I'll tell you that, and you don't get that swirling thing on it. It's like a one shot, baby. It's gone. That was the first thing I wanted to mention. The second one was sharing a table at dinner time in the main dining room sometimes is not uncommon, where you're on a cruise ship and the maitre d', you're coming in just, without a reservation, and they'll ask you, would you mind sharing a table with 6 other people? We'll put you on a big table for 8. And that's done all the time. And it actually works out into the favor of cruisers, because cruisers start talking to other cruisers about cruising, and friendships being made. And there are examples of lifelong friendships having been made on cruise ships, where cruisers meet cruisers for the first time in a dining setting. And this is not as common at a land-based resort. If you're going into the restaurant in a land-based resort, usually they'll have a table for 2 or a table for 4, and it's rare that you'll have to share a table. But with cruise ships, quite common. It's quite common. Scott Batchley, depth charge, fire in the hole, stand clear, danger. Tom Henry, I gave up on the pick. Did set it on Facebook. Bruce will need to check it out. Laugh out loud. It says I love Bruce. Jen will be jealous. Nina Frank. So now we talk about something else, from swoosh to dining room. Not so smooth, Bruce. Well, maybe I should have talked about the dining room first. Then you go to your room and you sit down on the throne and take care of business. I mean, it's all connected, you know, one way or the other. What else am I going on? Oh, on a cruise ship, the views change daily. If you've got a balcony unit, cabin, or you have an ocean view, your view changes every 24 hours. We're on a landlocked, land-based resort. The view you get on day one is the view you get for every day you're there. And for some folks, they're happy with that. For other folks, if you're just looking into the garden area or you're looking at an air conditioning unit over here, not so fun. But on a cruise ship, the view changes every day. Let's see here. Chevian First is here. Hi, y'all. Hot and 90 degrees here in Georgia today. How you doing? Nina Frank's laughing. Welcome, Chevian First, to the show. We're talking about the differences between resorts, land-based resorts, and cruise ships. Let's see. The next one I have here. Rooms on a cruise ship, generally speaking, are much smaller than at a land-based resort. But on average, you're probably, more often than not, your room on a cruise ship, if it's been refurbished in the last few years, is fresher, newer mattress, newer television, newer amenities. Whereas with land-based resorts, if it's a mom and pop resort, who knows the last time the bedding, the bed was changed out? Who knows when they last tackled the floor? The television might be 25 years old. Who knows? It all depends on what you're into. If you're in a sandals resort, you're in a nice place. But if you're in Pedro's hideaway in Cancun and it's a 3-star, you might be dealing with one of the old tube televisions from Czechoslovakia. I don't know. It varies. But on a cruise ship, cruise ships have to compete with each other for the business. And we know today how many cruise ships are going in for refurbishment right now, and how much money are they spending on refurbishing cruise ships. Stunning amounts of money, $100 million for each refurbishment on Royal Caribbean right now, 30 to 60 million on Carnival per ship being done. Resorts, they don't spend $50 million every 5 years on refurbishments. They don't do it. They run the stuff into the ground, and they'll wait till the complaints pile up before they have to replace stuff, if at all possible, unless you're talking a 5-star resort. But the cost of a 5-star land-based resort versus the cost of, say, a cruise on Holland America for a 1-week deal, you can't beat Holland America. Holland America is a bargain compared to a 5-star resort on land, especially if you're talking Miami or Tampa, or you're talking LA, or you're talking Long Beach or Huntington Beach. You can't compete. You can't get those deals. Cruise ship has got it beat every time, but they're refurbished much more often and much more intently, much more completely refurbished. And so the cabins are generally in much better shape. Let's see. Cool Jess. Hi, Bruce. Are you connected to the Wi-Fi at the library? Laughing out loud. Yeah, the picture was perfect when I started, and then about a minute in, whomp, down went my server to a lousy status. Tom Henry, the star, the Serena-facing penthouse, the reason is better than most hotel rooms. Great mattress. The I can't make out what you're saying on the thing here. Yeah, I think hotel mattresses in cruise ships, I think, are better than at hotels. Nina Frank was in a land resort in Mallorca, and the TV was maximum 10 inches, a 10-inch screen. Yeah, yeah, exactly. For Canadians, we've been allowed to go to Cuba, and in Cuba, they've had resorts there for 30 years, beachfront resorts, all inclusives, and they are notorious 3-star, 3.5-star quality for the most part. Unless you're able to get one that was built like in the last year or two, you might be a 4.5 star. But in the 70s and the 80s, you were talking Czechoslovakian televisions. We're talking old school stuff. It's a whole different game. Another difference between a land-based resort and a cruise ship. On a cruise ship, if you've got a balcony room, you don't hear lawnmowers. You don't hear no one is trimming the hedge around you. No one has got one of those air sprayers with the motor on the back, blowing the leaves away. There's none of that nonsense outside of the balcony of a cruise ship. Whereas if you're on a land resort, it might well be that the week you're at the resort, 2 days of the 7 is landscaping time, and they got 20 guys out there with all these motorized units, lawnmowers and weed blowers and weed whackers and everything else, and it's just a racket. It's not what you wanted to pay for, I'll tell you that. Let's see, Ann Jordan, oh my God, Nina, laugh out loud. Nina Frank, all in Spanish, habla, habla. 10-inch television, all in Spanish. Oh yeah, welcome to television. Oh man. Anyway, so no lawnmowers on a cruise ship. Nice and quiet in that regard. It's just the sound of the sea is what you're going to hear. Unless, of course, to be fair, if you're in port and you're in, say, Mazatlan, you will be looking at the containers because it's a container port pier in Mazatlan. Where in Puerto Vallarta, you're looking out over the city, and there is some traffic in the area. I will agree to that. But then in Grand Cayman, you're a quarter mile offshore. It's dead quiet out there, and you're looking out over the island. It's wonderful, and you're just tendering in. So each port is its own unique experience. But at sea, you don't have a lawnmower buzzing around. Let's see. No police sirens at sea. No traffic noise at sea either. But at port, maybe, but generally, no. Let's see. If you're on a land-based resort, you're unlikely to be able to see a movie in an outdoor giant screen like you can on a cruise ship. Because in the evenings on board lines, Holland America, and all the others, they now have these giant monitors. They're playing the movies every night. The listing is given to you every morning on your sheet when you get up in the morning. And they've got the loungers, and they got the popcorn there, and they've got blankets if you need them, and you got staff to tend to you. You don't generally have that every night at a land-based resort unless it's a one-off, a very rare event. Let's see here, Thomas Henry. Well, unless you were on TGE Sun's PC Cruise, and Jordan, but they don't. And Jordan, don't they have lawnmower men on Celebrity to mow their grass? They might, but you don't have a balcony in front of it. You don't have to listen to it. Tom Henry, Port of Vallarta, I just remember seeing the Walmart. That's right, me too. The Walmart and the shopping mall beside it, and there's a Starbucks in that shopping mall right across the street from the port, the pier, and most of us, we hang out on the ship. We get off the ship, we walk across the street, go into the mall, get a Starbucks coffee, walk around a little bit, stretch our legs, look at Mexican prices for goods, head into the Walmart, pick up something cheap, and bring it back to the ship. That's our outing. Back to the spa, I say, in Puerto Vallarta. Back to the spa. Seakeeper, that grass is clipped with scissors. That's right, silently. Cool Jazz Mexico is where all the VW bugs go to die. Yeah, probably that, or Brazil and Venezuela and other spots. I agree. All right, what else have we got here? There are no daily to-do sheets coming to your resort room. If you're in a land-based resort, you're not getting a little thing underneath your door telling you all the events that are happening at the resort today. It's not like that. We're on a cruise ship. You're getting the to-do list that every 15 minutes there's something going on these 15, 18 decks. There's all kinds of stuff going on, and a lot of stuff simultaneously. You can't see it all. The casino, you have a casino on the ship. It's unlikely you've got a casino land-based resort in Dominica or in Puerto Vallarta or in Cancun. You're going to have to go to one. But on the cruise ship, it's just an elevator ride away. You can go down and play slots for half an hour if you can't sleep. and walk the deck and then pack it in if you can. Let's see here. On the cruise ship, just snap your fingers. You've got a at your beck and call if you want a nice couple of photos taken between yourself and your friend, your missus, your lover, your cruise partner. If you're all decked out for formal night, you can get a nice picture taken. On a land-based resort, you got to stop somebody, hand them your phone, and ask them to take a photo of you, and hope they don't run away with your phone. Oh no! Let's see here. Oh yeah, on a cruise ship, you talk to your room steward. When you the first day you're there, you want ice every day by 9, 10 in the morning. There'll be a bucket of ice in your room every day, and there'll be a refreshed bucket of ice in the afternoon or evening as well. On a land-based resort, you might have to walk down to the end of the hall yourself and go get a bucket of ice, and it's usually the husband that has to do it. Little things, all kinds of little things about the differences. On a cruise ship, you can play bingo. You can go to a trivia tournament. You can check out entertainment during the day or in the evening. You've got day and night entertainment, Broadway shows, all in your resort. If you're in a land-based resort with 60 rooms, you got nothing. If you're in a land-based resort with 300 rooms, you might have nothing. You may have to leave the property to do any entertainment whatsoever, because these resorts are really hotels that are just letting you sleep here, swim here, but everything else you got to go somewhere else, and you need to rent a car. Rock climbing walls, water parks, bungee jumping, virtual reality rides, ice skating rinks, bumper cars, go-karts on a cruise ship. All those amenities are now becoming more and more common in a way, except for the go-karts. That's a bliss thing. Resorts, take your chances. There may not be anything to do for the kids other than jump in the pool and run on the beach, and that's the end of that. There might be a playground over here with a swing set if it's working. With a cruise line, all the amenities that are on the cruise line, whether it's even for the kiddie area, the children's splash zone, highly maintained, highly supervised. You've got the counselors looking after the kids, in effect built-in babysitting for your children, where mom and dad can lie down on a lounger by the pool. The kids are playing in the fun zone, and they're having a blast. If you're on a Disney cruise, oh my gosh, you can say goodbye to the kids at 9 in the morning and say hi to them at 5 in the afternoon, and they'll tell you what they've been doing all day, and by 8 o'clock, they're sound asleep because they're bushed. Land-based resort, you're the entertainment. You got to keep them entertained and keep them running around. That's your problem. You can't necessarily drop them off every day for something to do. Not so simple. There you go. A couple of points here that I've come up with. So see what anyone else is saying here. Seakeeper saying there were free Walmart shuttles at the dock in every island on our Hawaii cruise. Cool jazz. Cruise ship, you can get laundry service. That's true too. Tom Henry, and don't forget the free food. That's right. Food at the pool. Buffet is running all the time. Help yourself. Thomas Henry, Scott Brody, cruise ships have many quality restaurants. Resorts have one if you're lucky. Blaine Rayleigh, putt-putt. There's mini golf, I guess. Blaine Rayleigh, always have a driver on a cruise and never have to find a parking spot or find a taxi Uber. Exactly. They come to you and they'll take good care of. Cruising with family is always the best. There you go. Tom Henry, I hate this tablet. It is bad for typos and hitting the C instead of space. Hint to Bruce, treat my C's as spaces. I hear you. The tablets, they are what they are. They're finicky. They're finicky. It's just the way they are. What can I tell you? I'm going to run another speed test and see if there's any hope here. I don't know if I have anything going on with this internet whatsoever. I'm still showing kind of a fuzzy look on even on my phone. And oh, the speed is bad. It's bad, bad, bad. Sorry, folks, about this telecast today. This is incredibly frustrating. Needless to say, after this show is over, I'll be talking to my internet provider. And this time we'll have a technician come out here, and I have a feeling a new router is going to be the first order of business because they've tested the lines back and forth. And I think I'm going to get hardwiring on this. But I don't. But we've got to have better than this to go forward. This is unacceptable to me. There you go. Anyway, that's my point today. Cruise ships, Seakeeper saying cruise ships gently rock you to sleep. Motel 6 has antique beds with coin-operated magic buttons. Seakeeper. Jim Thomas. Well, at least you're not monetized for the show, though. I still wish you were. Who would pay for this quality? I'll tell you. Oh, my goodness. No, still not monetized. I'm still trying to survive on my own, and I have to thank folks out there who've been helping with PayPal donations. Every couple of days, I seem to get one coming through, and I thank all of you for those. And of course, the Redbubble orders. That's just another source of income that comes in. I appreciate that so much. And then now the affiliate link with Amazon. That one, I'm very hopeful that as the days go by. And I'll keep promoting that link elsewhere. I'm doing that on all social media spots that I can. But I'm hoping that there'll be a hardcore group of regular viewers of mine who will just, as part of their routine, when they want to go to Amazon, they're going to go to Traveling with Bruce's link, hit that, and that takes them to Amazon, and then they'll shop Amazon, and royalty will come to me on any purchase you make, because Amazon's going to give it to somebody. They may as well send it to Traveling with Bruce. And I'm hoping that as the days go by, that will pick up and we'll catch on. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, YouTube, they're not helping me financially at all. I'm on my own here. Jay Sonic Hedgehog is here. How you doing there from Montreal? And Jordan, Tom Henry, get a Belkin portable keyboard. Makes tablet typing easier. I have one and it's great. How about that? Tom Henry, hello to Bean, wherever you are. J Sonic 72 with a few clouds here in Montreal. He's saying my birthday is in 2 days from now. Going to be 41. Congrats. Tom Henry actually have one, and he's saying he's got one as well. Yeah, with tablets, they are finicky tools. You hit it wrong, and it has its own brain, and it wants to think what you're trying to say, and it's all over the map, isn't it? We have no idea what to do. Anyway, there you go. I think that's it for me. Unless you guys have got any questions for yours truly, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to pack it up. Let's see, how are we doing on thumbs up? Is anyone in the mood for a thumbs up? I actually got 21 thumbs ups on this lousy quality telecast. It's not terrible today. Thank you very much. Does Amazon take a few days to take your payment, or is it just me in New Zealand? Auntie Jane, I'm not sure. Let's see, Jay Sonic story that I came in late. Auntie Jane, if you haven't been asked for a payment yet, go back into Amazon and see what the status of your order is. Make sure you've gone through your checkout process and have indicated that you're done with the order. I did get a notification that you had ordered. I think you'd ordered a couple items. At least I thought I saw that. Might be thinking of something else. But double check with your order on Amazon. Find out what the status is. And you should be able to get an update on that, I hope. Tracy Dunlop, your regulars hang in with you no matter what, if we can see you or not. I do notice that, and I appreciate it, believe me. And Jordan, happy birthday, Jay Sonic. Hope you have a great cruise. Well, Jay Sonic doesn't cruise much. He'd love to, but Dad has to pay for it. And Dad, they went down to Cuba on an all-inclusive about a month or two ago and had a good time. Auntie Jane, I will do this. Cannot see the payment gone out, so thanks, will do. Yeah, Auntie Jane, definitely check out what's going on with that thing. Jay Sonic, thanks, Ann. No cruise, but my dad has taken me somewhere nice. Tom Henry, Auntie Jane, they usually don't charge until the item is ready to ship, and that might be the reason they haven't done it, but check the status of your order. There might be items pending. They may have already got certain items ready to go. You'll find out in the next few days. They're pretty efficient at it, but it could well be that the one item you wanted is out of stock, and until they get it in, they'll hold the rest of the shipment up and then do it all at once. I don't know. We'll see. And she's saying, okay, thanks to Thomas Henry. I'll check into that too. There you go. What else is I going to say here? Father's Day is coming up not too long from now. So happy belated or early Father's Day to all you out there. I've been trying to put some listings of Amazon items, Father's Day gift idea items up on some of the links that I'm working on. Some of you may see them, some of you may not. Thanks again for any of you who are sharing my Facebook on Facebook, any of my videos. I appreciate that as well. Let's see here. Let's see here. Maycon. Scott Weber, talking of Skagway, where will the ferry dock? Or is the ferry terminal a different location in Skagway? Something tells me it's a different location. I think that the location for the cruise ships is another area of the dock, and those piers are separate for them. And but it'll be interesting to see the operation of those piers when cruise ships aren't there in the wintertime. What about container ships? What about any other vessels coming in? Will Carnival earn a royalty, a fee for the usage of that? How will that be done? I don't know, but it's an interesting development to say the least. Jay Sonic, I need to go right now. You guys have a super evening, Bruce and everyone. Thanks, Jay Sonic. Have a good one yourself. Nice of you to pop by today. Have a great weekend there. D&G Explorers, Bruce, what did you say is the best way to reach you regarding doing a show with you? Guys, just below here on the description right now, if you look at the description of this show, you'll find my email in there. Just send me a private email. It's brucefrommert@hotmail.com. You can send me an email, and then we'll link up from there. We'll probably do a couple phone calls, and we'll have a few chats. Look forward to that. After the show, you'll see the email again posted on the description anyway. And Jordan, have a great night, Jay Sonic. Yeah, Jay Sonic, you take care. So D&G, yeah, get a hold of me. I know you have a channel. Let's talk and let's see if we can do something together. It'll help your subscribers. It'll help mine, and see if we can grow a little faster together. Yeah, like I said, folks, I'm looking to add more YouTubers to my show and have interviews with them, hopefully with a reliable internet connection, and do collaborations with them as well. That'll spread the message out for my channel and others, and we'll take it from there. I'm quite looking forward to that. Steamer's here. Hey. Welcome, Steamer. We got a lousy internet connection today. I am just not having a good day here on my internet speed. I was on the phone early this morning for an hour with my folks at TELUS to get this resolved. All day I had super fast internet, and now I am down to just nothing all show. It's been awful, and it's been terribly frustrating, terribly disappointing, and I've had to lower the bandwidth to get the, I say. And Jordan, hey, Bean, we missed you today. Stevie Bean, collaborations are good. Yes, they are, Beaner. Andy Jane, bye all. Have a great weekend. Can't wait for Cruise Wars. Andy Jane, you take care. If we see you at 1 o'clock my time or Eastern time, otherwise I'll talk to you. We'll talk to you next time. You take care. Cruise Wars, she's saying. Steam and Bean, your picture looks like 19. How are you? No crayfish rolls for me. Give me a biscuit. And Jordan, see you, Auntie Jane. Have an awesome weekend. Cruise War battles will be epic. Absolutely. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that on Monday on La Lido Loca channel. I'll be on there Monday night. And next Wednesday, La Lido Loca will be here with me on my Wednesday night show. So I'm looking forward to having them on with me. That should be some fun. We'll be able to compare notes with these guys and share some cruising stories and YouTube stories and just whatever. And whatever question you folks have, fire them in on Wednesday night and join in for the fun. Should be good. Bye, Ann, and she's out of there. See you, Auntie Jane. You take care. Tracy Dunlop, have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks, you guys, for joining today. I'm going to pack this up here. We have done our work on the day. Tony and Jenny, awesome. You betcha. And Jordan, stop by my YouTube channel, folks. Traveling with Bruce. There's a group page there called Traveling with Bruce. Pop by, and if you want to join in, just ask to join. I'll approve you. And you can post photos on there, stories on there, and we'll share cruise stories together. For those of you who are addicted to cruising, Traveling with Bruce on Facebook is a bit of a remedy between live shows. Nina Frank, what time at Monday? Nina, I don't know what time for sure, but sometime during the day, La Lido Loca will post the video. It might be on the air before my show is even on, or it might load up during or after my show. Just check out Lido Loca's site. Keep an eye on Monday for the Cruise Wars video, but sometime on Monday they'll post it, and we'll check it out, and I'll look forward to seeing it myself. Should be a good time. Anyway, there you go. Like I said, Carnival bought a railroad today. How about that? An interesting story. We'll see how that comes out, and lots of differences between resorts and cruises for sure. Cruise ships and land-based resorts, one big difference. One big and many other differences, but the big one is the toilets sound like toilets on an airplane on cruise ships. There's no mercy. Don't drop anything and then hit the switch, because it's gone. It's going down that tube, and who knows what will happen. We'll see. Nina Frank, will you show it here? I can't show it on my channel. It's not my property. It'll be on their channel. So I will be on their channel Monday night in that episode, and then you guys can check it out at your leisure. But on my channel, they will be here on Wednesday next week for my 5:00 p.m. show, and that should be fun. We should have a good time with that. Looking forward to it. There you go, folks. I hope you've had a good day today. Sorry about the connection. It's just terrible. I'll be working on that right now after I get off the air here and finish my posting. Today was June the 8th, 2018. Thanks for thumbs ups today. 25 thumbs ups came in today despite the quality of the show. And I'm on tomorrow, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Hopefully we'll have a nice, clean, crisp signal that will go out to the world. I sure could use one. And we'll see how it goes. In the meantime, this is Bruce with Traveling with Bruce, saying thanks for joining me today. Have a great day and a great weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. And take care, everybody. Goodbye for now.